What's up, y'all? I'm here to talk about that Derek Brunson Edmund Shahbazyan card that just happened like maybe 5 minutes ago. Hey, I thought it was a fun show. We lost some fights. We lost Ed Herman versus Gerald Mishart, but we got some good fights. Chris Gutierrez versus Cody Dern went to a draw. I didn't agree with that. Jamal Emmers versus Vince Corriccio. I wasn't able to watch that one to go get something to eat. I saw the end of Johnny Munoz versus Nate Menis. I guess Johnny hit him with an illegal shot, I think. Was it Johnny? Johnny had hit this great single leg high crotch and lifted him up, and then slammed him on the ground. He looked amazing. So that was pretty much it. But they ended up giving it to Nate Menis. Next fight, what happened? Dude, this is the fight I saw full front. This is when I got all my food and stuff like that. Frankie Sands versus Jonathan Martinez. Oh my God, that kid Jonathan Martinez is a problem. Frankie tried to use his wrestling. He tried to do everything he could, but man, Jonathan was very patient, and he kept throwing that high kick. He kept throwing that. No, it was around. I think it was a roundhouse kick. He kept throwing it. And Frankie would just keep his hands like that one. I think it was like this hand that was low. So he got him pretty good, and yeah, I thought it was a good stoppage, and yeah, that was a good performance on Jonathan Martinez. Ended the fight in the third round, so sorry about that. We'll start off the card. Oh, dude, I forgot. Kevin Holland versus Trevin Giles got canceled. Almost on some Kevin Randleman shit. You ever heard about that story of I think Kevin Randleman hitting his head right before he went to go fight, and they had to call the fight? I guess Trevin Giles fainted. I said some things I'm not proud of about him when it happened live. I called him a pussy, and I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't call him a pussy. I'm not in his shoes. I haven't fought. So I shouldn't say that. He didn't fight. A lot of it has to do with the fact that I felt like James Krause beat him, who's a welterweight, and I thought Kevin Holland was going to beat him, so I'm like, oh, is he ducking him? But that's not how it goes. Something happened. It didn't go his way. I hope they rebook the fight. Man, it's been a minute, man, since we've seen. I know Kevin had fought maybe 2 months ago, but like, man, I want to see Kevin Holland get in there, man. He has his potential, what he's able to do in there. Man, and he's a talker. He's a future star. He's weird style, man. He got wins over guys like Jeff O'Neal, who is everyone's sucking his dick, right now, calling him the guy or whatever. But it is what it is at the end of the day. Next fight was Lando Venata versus Bobby Green. Man, good fight. Bobby Green's boxing is really, really good, man. And then what really saved him was his clinch work in the third round, getting dropping Lando. Lando did pretty good. I don't know. He didn't look as good as he did against Yancy Medeiros. I don't know, man. You just don't know in these Corona times, like, what kind of work are they getting in the gym? What kind of they're making weight, but it's like Kevin Lee. Like I remember when Kevin Lee had that performance against RDA. It was like, man, like, is that really because his wrestling looked off, and Kevin has really good wrestling, and yeah, it just Orlando looked a little off. His timing, what he was able to do, he didn't throw a lot of leg kicks like I thought he was gonna do. But hey, Bobby Green came in. Like, at the end of the day, Lando accepted the fight, so it is what it is. I'm not gonna make excuses. Bobby Green is the better man, and he ended up winning this, and he looked pretty good. I don't know who he's gonna fight next, but Bobby Green, good shit. Next fight, man, Vicente fucking Luque, bro. I had a really good conversation on Twitter with somebody about how lethal Randy Brown can be and how much of an upset he can put himself into. I picked Vicente. You know what? Probably by the end of this video, I'll show you guys my picks that I post on Twitter. And by the way, follow me on Twitter. I got an Instagram page for eBay predictions. If you follow that, it's all going to be in the description for you guys. But follow all that stuff if you're watching this video. But yeah, so basically the conversation was like, can Randy Brown perform a poor man's Wonder Boy? He can't do that. The skills that Wonder Boy has, that's something that developed really young as a kid, and that's something. I was like, he is going to have to perform a poor man's Leon Edwards. When Leon fought Vicente Luque, he was able to mix in the takedowns. because if he went to like a straight up war, like it's 50-50 with him and Vicente, in my humble opinion. But he was able to use all facets of MMA and all the rules, and he fought it smart and was able to take him down. I thought Randy should have done that a little earlier. You could see he did it in the second round. Randy didn't. He got finished, and he got knocked down. Like, I think, was it two times? I don't know if they're gonna count that leg kick knockdown as a knockdown, but I did. But man, Randy, I'm as much as he might not look good in this fight, I see the potential. I really do. I've never really seen the potential in him since today. Brian Barberena, I wasn't that impressed with. Warley Alvarez, I felt like Warley gassed out in that fight. But this one, I know he probably looked terrible to y'all, but I see what people are talking about, the potential, what he's able to do. But man, Vicente Luque is, dude. I think he's the best in the pocket at 170. Man, I think he gives Jorge Masvidal a run for his money for what he can do in the pocket. I know he's more of a Muay Thai fighter than boxer, and Jorge has really good hands. But man, that guy's lead hook, bro. That lead hook he got fucking Bilal Muhammad with, Nico Price with, and then fucking Randy Brown with. Hey, he's a killer, man. That guy's a problem, man. And he just kills fools. And I love how he, at the end of each fight, he bows down like this. He does, a lot of people try to do it, but he does it, the best, I feel like. He has the best one. But Vicente looked really good. You're not fighting Nate Diaz, my guy. What's wrong with you? You should know better. But I know Jeff O'Neill's fighting Neil Magny, but I'd like to see Vicente Luque versus Jeff O'Neill, man. I think Vicente Luque can break Jeff O'Neill. I'm sorry, I've seen Jeff O'Neill break against Nico Price. And I've seen him fight Kevin Holland, man. He is not about those third and fourth rounds, man. And it's not necessarily, we're gonna talk about attrition later when we get to the main event, but and cardio. But you could say maybe now the training camps are a little different, but these guys are athletes, man. I guess with Jeff O'Neill, what I'm saying is that I think he's a well-conditioned athlete. You look at his body, he's well-conditioned, but mentally he breaks when things get hard. This is how you know someone's a well-conditioned fighter and have decent cardio. If they can dominate for 5 rounds. Not a lot. Some guys can't even do that. Masard Bektic couldn't do it against Darren Elkins. He couldn't, some guys can't dominate even for 5 rounds. No, or even 3 sometimes. But if a person can dominate you for 5 rounds, they have decent cardio. Now, when you see guys get tired, right, in those, championship rounds, it's not they have bad cardio. They don't know how to deal well with adversity, right? And they kind of blow their wad when they don't need to. Like Kevin Lee, for instance. I don't think Kevin Lee has a terrible cardio. I know the guy's running. Go look at his Edson Barboza fight. He dominated Edson Barboza for 5 rounds. I get it. Edson Barboza is probably another guy that doesn't have the best cardio in the world. But still, he has that ability to go 5. It's just when he deals with adversity and he blows his wad, it's going to fuck him up. And that's what I think about Jeff O'Neill. Next fight, Joanne Calder versus Jennifer Maia. Hey, Ariel Helwani, I know you're never going to watch this, but Dum, this is why you don't give up your fucking title shot. In my personal opinion, I think Leon Edwards would kill Gilbert Burns. Joanne Calder made a fucking big mistake fighting Jennifer Maia. Why the fuck? Honestly, you never know. Maybe she wanted to get in there to get active. I know some fighters like to do that. But, yeah, she blew it for herself. Jennifer Maia's getting the title shot. And honestly, yeah, and good armbar from her. It was a good fight, good scrap. Calderwood kind of put herself in that position, taking Jennifer Maia down. But, hey, man, Jennifer Maia was slinging them guns in the pocket. So it's I think she was getting hit a lot. But, and the thing is, with fucking, back to the Ariel Helwani shit, dummy, if I'm Gilbert Burns, I think Gilbert's okay. I think I'm not going to give my opinion on Gilbert. But if Gilbert is smart, right? He's gonna wait for Usman. You beat Tyron Woodley and Damian Maia. You call him shot or whatever, dummies. But those guys were 2 guys that were perennial guys in the top 5. Woodley I still consider him the second greatest welterweight champion of the world. I'm not the biggest fan of him, but facts are facts. You can't deny it. So why would Gilbert already has those 2 guys on his record? He also has Gunnar Nelson. what does he gain from fighting Leon Edwards? Leon Edwards gains everything from that, you know? And someone's fucking blowing up my phone. But, yeah. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Someone, yeah. But yeah, like, what was I gonna say? But yeah, Gilbert Burns, like, he has his wins. He should wait. Look at, what if he loses to Leon Edwards? What I think is gonna happen, Leon will smoke him. I'm telling y'all, he will do him like Dan Hooker. Don't, like Gilbert, please don't do that to yourself. You are the one guy I see that can really beat Kumar Usman, and please get the belt. All right, like, don't do that. But yeah, and it's like, you know what? It is what it is. I don't want to talk all day about Gilbert Burns. we got the main event. Derek Brunson versus Edmund Shahbazyan. I told y'all Derek was gonna take it. I told y'all Derek has the same motivation as this youngster. Derek doesn't know like what y'all think about him. He doesn't think like that. He doesn't think he's a gatekeeper. He doesn't think he's a guy that gets knocked out for free by up and coming newcomers. Man, he wants to win a title. I don't think he's in that position. He's on a 3-fight win streak. I'll give him that. But I think Edmund Shahbazyan could have knocked out the Derek Brunson that was training in Charlotte. I really do. I think that guy was running his own gym and was more worried about running his gym than handling his training camps. But when he moved to Henry Hooft and Hard Knocks C65, you can tell he made subtle adjustments and subtle improvements, not big improvements. He's 36. Oh my god, dude! Like, my phone's getting blown up. All right, fuck it. My phone don't want to turn off. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, like, Derek Brunson, like, when he went up, he made subtle adjustments. I get it. Some people just don't see it. But if you look at the way he was fighting before, he was fighting like a guy in the hood, like in the outside right now. Like, you've seen guys fight in the hood, like, or like on the street, not in the hood. But, like, Derek, man. But Derek, ever since after the Jacare fight where he lost in his, I think in Charlotte, and then after the Israel Adesanya where he got embarrassed and then he was talking shit, I think he realized, man, I need to set up my takedowns better, and I need to stop, gunslinging and just fucking throwing haymakers like I got no sense, But I think he made adjustments that he should have made earlier in his career. I don't think he's gonna improve to the top 5 level, but he's gotten better to a point where he should have always been there. I think that's my point. And we seen it today, man. The way he sets up his takedowns, he's not lunging for takedowns. He's not like that, like a dumbass when he did against Israel Adesanya, not setting up his double leg and not filling out the fight. He was really his ground and pound, it looked amazing. He hits fucking hard, guys. He hits hard, and he's just an athlete. He's athletic and he's strong. A lot of it is a lot of strength. It's not like he's a Division II wrestler. Crazy thing about I think Derek Brunson, he was a goddamn cheerleader in high school and started wrestling in college and did pretty good. I think he was an All-American at his Division II school, right? So Derek is a legitimate guy. He hits hard, has decent wrestling, and he's strong as fuck. Edmund Shahbazyan has, and you look at his Darren Stewart fight, when he deals with adversity, he doesn't adjust well with it. I don't think some people are trying to say he didn't train for this fight or he doesn't train at all. You don't fucking know that. Don't say that. All right, that's not cool. All right, you know what I'm saying? Like, if there's facts, okay, you win. But some people, when they deal with adversity, they just tire out. Like, I've seen guys in the wrestling room wrestle for hours, and I've wrestled before. Wrestle for hours, and then when they compete in front of the fucking bright lights right here, right? They shrink, and they can't wrestle for fucking 6 minutes. It just happens, and I could see he was breaking, and it is what it is. Hey man, the Edmund Shahbazyan or whatever his coach's name is. Yeah, I think. You know what? I'm not gonna be mean. I'm not gonna be mean and talk mess about him. It is what it is. Derek Brunson won. Good shit on Derek Brunson. And see y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And yeah, it is what it is.